Hi, Danielle. Thank you so much
Hi,
for
how
coming
are you?
back today.
Thank you for having me, of course. I love being here.
I'm so glad to hear that. So, I would love to hear, first and foremost, if you were able to make it to any meetings last week.
I actually went to four.
Four! That's amazing. How do you feel?
I it was hard to do, but I felt so much better afterwards that like I wanted to do it again. And I barely used this week. I think I'm just going to keep going back because the people there are like nice and really welcoming. It's just such a different feeling. Like at first I was like, this is so awkward, but after going to like three or four, and I did one like three times, it was comfortable.
Oh, I am so glad to hear that. Are you just like, I am brimming with pride for you. Like, I hope that you feel proud of yourself
I do.
because you did the hard thing.
It was hard. Not
Yeah,
gonna
and you
lie.
did it
Yeah.
anyways, and that's amazing. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
Wow. Wow. I'm just sorry. I'm blown away. All right. So this today is our last session. Believe it or not, it's here. Um,
It went by fast.
it did sure go by fast. And I just want to kind of wrap up and reflect. When we first started talking, going to meetings wasn't something that you were doing yet, that you wanted to do.
Mhm.
And then you ended up going to one. And now you've gone to four additional ones.
Mhm.
So I feel like, there's been some growth. How do you feel?
I feel like it was like the transition and, that fear of the unknown. And now I kind of like know what I'm getting. So it
Mm,
hasn't been as hard. Um, and I put myself in some other situations when using that were so much more risky and scary. Like I have to just approach it as this is something that isn't scary. It can help.
mm,
So it was a lot of
mm.
convincing in my own head.
I am so glad that you were able to convince yourself. That's really wonderful. And I'm
Thanks.
curious, last time we spoke, we talked about, different coping skills.
Mhm.
Have any of them been helpful?
Yes, the meetings, obviously.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's really helped, besides coming here, is I met a girl at one of the meetings and I knew her from like way back. And I got her phone number and I may ask her to be my sponsor because she's
Okay.
she's been clean and sober for like 4 years. But she offered me her number. I didn't have to ask for it, which was great. So she's definitely going to be a support person. I feel comfortable with
Wonderful.
her.
Oh, I'm
So
so glad.
yeah,
And what about like in those moments that you've been alone? How has that been?
I did journal a little bit. Um, I'm finding that I need more to do.
Okay.
So I started riding my bike, which has
Cool.
been which has been really challenging because I'm super out of breath because I haven't done anything for like the last year and a half. And I figured I'll get back into riding my bike so that when I see my kids, we can go for bike rides.
That is so great. The physical exercise is so good for our mental health, so good for our physical health. It's just so good. So that's wonderful that you picked that up all on your own too. Like you said, I need something else to do, and so you
Yeah.
did something, and
Mhm.
that's incredible.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. I mean, I like brushed cobwebs.
Well, I'll just be honest with you. I don't think I've ridden a bike in like 10 years. So I'm like just so impressed. I can't even tell you. So I just want to just take a minute and just acknowledge all this forward momentum that you have.
So far, so good.
How are you feeling about moving forward now?
I'm, it's like mixed emotions. I'm like scared, but I'm happy and I'm proud of myself. But like, can I do it without coming? Like, who's
Mm,
going to hold me accountable? And that's why I'm telling, like, having somebody as a sponsor,
Yeah.
just in case, can really, help keep me like going forward versus, and I also am just not, I did use a little bit and I didn't really beat myself up over it. I think I almost wanted to try it and say, like, can I do this? And then I was
Mm,
like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm just going to
wow.
keep trying to go forward.
That's amazing. Wow. Just the mental shift that you've made is
Thank
just
you.
incredible. And I do want to remind you that, you know, you can always come back here, of course. But
Thanks.
you've done this work. You're the reason why you're here where you are, because you've put in all the hard work,
Yeah, thank you. I
you
appreciate
know?
that. Thanks for the guidance, of course.
Absolutely. But it's really it's been your show and you've done an amazing job. And I am
Thank you.
so glad that you have decided to try to get a sponsor just to give yourself that support system. That's
Mhm.
wonderful. Is there anything that you would like to like take away from today? Is there any extra like thing that you want to talk about or anything like that?
No, but I'm definitely going to keep that invitation if I ever need to come back in my back pocket.
Of
So thank you
course.
for that. I appreciate
Absolutely.
that. And
Absolutely.
then,
And if
just, yeah,
I was
that's
going to
pretty
say, if
much
you ever
it.
just want to call and give an update, I would love to hear it. So,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
um, so again, I just want to I just want to say how proud I am. It's not me that should be proud. It's you that should be proud because it's just amazing what you've done. But being here and witnessing this growth, I feel so blessed. And I just want to say thank you for letting me be a part of your journey.
Thank you. Of course.
All right. And I guess we're all done. All right. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Are you feeling okay?
I am.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for
Wow.
everything.
Thank you. Thank you so much.